Did you know that law enforcement officers face a staggering 300% in risk when transporting inmates for medical care? Yeah, that's right. The stakes are incredibly high, and today we're going to dive into why officer safety in these situations is more crucial than ever. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how pretty serious topic, officer safety during medical transport involving inmates. It might not sound like the most thrilling subject, but trust me, it's super important. When officers are tasked with transporting inmates to medical facilities, they face a unique challenge that not only puts their lives at risk, but also affects the safety of the public. Understanding these risks is vital for everyone, law enforcement, healthcare providers, or even the community. So let's break it down, what happens during these transports, and why we should care about the safety measures that takes place. All right, here's the nitty-gritty. When officers transport inmates on medical reasons, they're not just driving a prisoner from point A to point B. They have to be on point and alert. Inmates can pose potential threats, especially if they're undergoing significant stress like a medical emergency, or if they're feeling particularly agitated. The unpredictable nature of inmates can lead to dangerous situations. Here is where it gets tricky. The logistics, securing the safety during these transports is no easy feast. Officer has to assess the risk before they even begin the trips. They need to consider the inmate's medical condition, the inmate's behavior, how they act in the past, how are they, how long have they been in the facility, even have to plan the route they're going to take. Plus, they're often working with limited resources and time constraints, which makes planning even more challenging. It's not just about the inmate to the hospital. It's about making sure everyone involved gets there safely, and the community has to be in safe hands also. Now, let's take a quick break here, and let's like and share the channel. If you like what you hear, want to learn more, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let's get the channel out there and let's get it to grow. Now back to the story. Now that we understand the challenges, let's explore some of the strategies that law enforcement agencies use to help officers during these transports. During medical transports, first off, training is crucial. Undergoing specialized training that focuses on handling potential vital situations with the inmates. They learn how to communicate efficiently to de-escalate tensions and assess threats on the fly. Another key aspect is teamwork. Officers often work in pairs or even groups with transport inmate. This allows them to keep a close eye on the inmate while also maintaining open lines of communications with each other. It's all about having each other's back. When there is the tech side of things, many departments are now using advanced technologies like body cameras, communication devices to monitor the situation in real time. This not only helps the officers be aware of their surroundings, but also document any incidents that may occur during the transport. These tools are game changers. It ensures the safety and accountability. A lot of these officers have cameras in the vans, GPS that knows where the vans are, what route they took, text the speed, making sure the officers are wearing seat belts. Does the inmate have their seat belts? There's a lot of new safety devices on our vehicles. We can monitor where the vehicles are, how fast they're going, where they're at, what time they got to point A to point B. All these safety devices to help us, but most important, we're here to protect the community of the state that we provide our services for. Okay, that is what we're doing. Now, once again, I'm giving you, and let's grow the channel. Right now, we're going to a story that's going to paint a picture of the risk involved. A few months ago in a small town, officers were transporting an inmate who had a history of violent behaviors. Everything seemed cool and calm at first, but during the drive, the inmate suddenly became agitated and started to lash out. The officers had to think quickly. They activated their community communication devices and called for backup. They used their training to de-escalate the situation before it spiraled out to control. They also was reminded, if need be, stop at the local law enforcement agency or the local prisons in the area and get in their sally port so we can find out what's going on with these inmates. We're also going to keep all safety things in mind. Well, in this case, their preparedness and teamwork made all the difference. They managed to keep this situation from turning dangerous to ensure that the inmate received the medical care they needed without getting anyone hurt. The incident highlighted just how crucial it is to have a solid protocol in the place during these transports. So what we have learned today is officer safety during transports of the inmates is not just a bureaucratic concern, it's a matter of life and death. The challenges are real, but the right training, communication, and technology, law enforcement agencies can significantly reduce the risk involved. It's all about being prepared and staying vigilant. Remember, when officers are safe, the whole community benefits. The community stays safe also. What do you think? How you or someone you know have experience with medical transport involving law enforcement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love to hear your stories. And don't forget to check out our next video where we dive deeper into the challenges of law enforcement and the community of corrections and correctional facilities every day. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you on the next one. But until then, I'll see you next time. And thank you always for watching.